So you're thinking of buying a home in Lake Arrowhead, California, perhaps a primary residence, a vacation home, or a rental investment property? In this video, I will show you around Lake Arrowhead, California. We will walk through some neighborhoods and check out homes at different price points so you can see what may fit your budget. And if you stick around till the end, I will share with you one of the main attractions in Lake Arrowhead, California that you definitely won't want to miss. And we're getting after it right now. If you are new to this channel and you want to know everything about living in Lake Arrowhead, buying or selling your home in Lake Arrowhead, California and the surrounding San Bernardino Mountain communities, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you will be the first to know about the current market in Lake Arrowhead, California. My name is Alma Borsek with the Living in Lake Arrowhead, California team. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help in buying or selling their home in Lake Arrowhead and the surrounding San Bernardino Mountain communities, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're making your move in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Our information is in the description below so we can make the buying or selling of your home in Lake Arrowhead, California and the surrounding San Bernardino Mountain communities a smooth and stress-free experience. Our Lake Arrowhead home tour, we're gonna check out 5 different homes at different price points, and actually 3 of them are right on this street. One thing I want to note is that in Lake Arrowhead and pretty much all the mountain communities, we do not have tract homes because it's just hard for a builder to find enough of a big flat area to build spec homes. So pretty much every home on the mountain is custom made. And let me pan around so you can see this neighborhood. It's pretty quiet neighborhood, lots of pine trees and some oaks. And one thing I want to note is, I'm gonna pan around. So now if you see the home right behind me, it's an A-frame, and these types of homes are very popular. If one comes on the market, they go really fast. People from down the hill, first time buying on the mountain, they're always looking to buy this type of home. So we're almost to our first stop, and this home, our first home, is on an upslope. So typical mountain street is always on a slope, and you will see that on one side are downslope lots, and on the other side are upslope lots. So this particular house, the first one that we're gonna check out, is on an upslope, and it's actually right here behind me. You can see that big retaining wall. That's where you can see the upslope driveway. It's pretty steep, so it could be a challenge in the winter when we just had snow. So you'll have to really salt it and put some cinders. So this home is listed for $550,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 full bathroom. It has 1,422 square feet of space, and it's on a 0.22 acre lot. It was built in 1967, and so it's somewhat older, and that's why it doesn't have an attached garage. So it has that long upslope driveway and a landing at the top where you can park 3 to 4 cars. So let's walk up the driveway, It looks pretty well made and sturdy. Look at this uh, uh, concrete retaining wall, and it's an upslope. And here's the landing. You can park probably 3 cars here, so there's plenty of parking. And then there's another area there where you can park, and it's got a massive deck right there, and up there it has spectacular views of the forest and the distant mountains. And this is typical of an upslope home. There's the flight of stairs that you have to climb to get to the front door. So this home has a rock fireplace, and it's an open floor plan, and it's got wood floors and nice wood ceilings. It's pretty much turnkey. It's been upgraded, and so it's moved in ready. So let's walk right onto the other side and check it out. And so there you can see, imagine if you're up there on the deck, it's got some pretty spectacular views of the distant forests and mountains. And they use this bottom of the deck. I see a canoe hanging there, but let's look at the other side of the house. It's got a fenced yard, so it's an upslope. And there you go. That's the first house on our tour. We're gonna walk to the next house. It's on the same street as the first house we saw, but I want you to check out this house right behind me. See that? It looks like Rapunzel's house to me. And so it's pretty interesting. And then if you look right up there behind me is another A-frame. As I said, these types of homes are very popular. And so now let's walk towards our second home. And yeah, so this is a nice, quiet neighborhood. Hardly any traffic. Actually, no traffic. The only traffic that's gonna be going through here are the residents of this neighborhood. And so this is a nice, quiet street, as I said, and pretty nice homes. All the homes are good size in the at least 1,500 square foot. Probably most of them are over 2,000 square feet. And they are nice, well-maintained homes. So this is pretty somewhat upscale in a way. Okay, so you can see there's a log cabin right behind me there. So those are also popular mountain homes. So there's like different types. Like if you look right behind me, it looks a lot more modern. And see, this is looking like an older home. And now look up behind me is a pretty good size home. Okay, we're approaching the second house on our home tour. So it's on the same street as our first house. This one is bigger, more expensive, higher listing price. And it is right here behind me. So that's the house, the second home on our home tour of Lake Arrowhead. Okay, so this is our second home on our Lake Arrowhead home tour. This house is listed for $660,000, and it's a prow style home. Very mountain looking home and popular with home buyers looking to buy on the mountain. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 full bathroom house, and it's got 2,059 square feet of living space on 0.22 acre lot. And it was built in 1978, and the price per square foot is 320. This is first time on the market, never been on the market before, and it does have a 2-car attached garage. Let's walk and check it out. So this is the driveway that leads to the attached garage right here on the side of the house. So it's a 2-car attached garage, and you can see it's got a brick fireplace. There's the chimney, and so this house has an open floor plan, and it's got a loft also. And because of the style inside, you will see just this high vaulted ceilings and also very tall windows, very popular with home buyers. It's got a fenced yard and a shed in the back. Well, it's a well-maintained home, so it doesn't need repairs. It's move-in ready. And let's pan around so you can see what its surroundings look like. So there's the street. So this is a major, well, not major, but it is maintained by the county. So after a snowstorm, you don't have to worry about snow being cleared on the road. The county will come in and clear it. And so here's the driveway. But of course, as a homeowner, you will be in charge of clearing your driveway. So that's just something that you have to live with on the mountain. And there you go. That's our second home. So now let's go to our third home. And that home is again still on this street. So let's go. Okay, so now we're approaching the third house on our home tour. We're still on the same street as the first two houses, and it's right up here. I will pan around, and it's right behind me, right there. That's the house that's third on our tour. So let me pan around again so you can see what the neighbors look like. So there it is. This home, as you can see, it's a cottage style house, and it's listed for $759,000. It's got 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1 3/4 baths, and a half bath. So 4 bathrooms total, and it has 2,646 square feet of living space on about a 1/4 acre lot. So it's a pretty good size lot and a pretty good size home, and it comes out to $287 per square foot, which is compared to the first 2 homes we checked out, it's slightly cheaper. Okay, so this, as I said, was built in 1977. It has a couple, it's got a 2-car attached garage, which is actually there on the side of the house. Just like the Prow style house, the garage is not right in front, but you access it from the side, and you can see it's got a level front yard and almost a pretty level lot, but back there's a slight downslope, and inside is an open concept. It's got a rock fireplace, and the basement is developed, which can be made as another room, and you can make it maybe like a great room or a hobby room. So it's open for your imagination to transform it to a fifth room on in the house. And that developed basement has a separate entrance too. So that's the third house on our tour, and I just want to pan around because there's an interesting purplish blue house right across the street. Right there, it looks somewhat Victorian. So it's a nice, wide, quiet street. And there is our house. Check out that beautiful view behind me. It's the distant mountains, another mountain range. I believe that's the San Gabriel Mountain. We're on the San Bernardino Mountain range, and you can see there's still some areas snow-capped. And let me pan around. So this is the street where our fourth home on our tour of Lake Arrowhead is located. And see, so it's another nice quiet street with a wide wide street, and this is also county maintained. In the winter, when there's a snowstorm, then the county will come and plow. So our fourth house is coming up up the street on to my right, and we're almost there. So this is another nice neighborhood. We're actually at the north side of Lake Arrowhead, and the first three homes we checked out, they were located in a neighborhood that is west of the lake. Now we're in a slightly higher elevation, and as you can see, there's not a lot of pine trees in this neighborhood. What happened was in about 15 years ago, we had bark beetle infestation that killed a lot of pine trees. And about 15 years ago, before the bark beetle infestations, this neighborhood has lots of very tall, mature pine trees. But now it's all mostly oaks, manzanitas, and some young pine trees that's just starting to grow, but they're still very young and not so established and tall. So we're almost to the house. As you can see, there's some nice homes, newer looking homes in this neighborhood. And it's interesting, most streets on the mountain, there's usually an upslope on one side and a downslope on the other side. But for some reason, we're almost like at a peak, and they're downslope on both sides. Now check out this house behind me. It's pretty new, pretty nice, and pretty big. And here's another house, smaller house on a downslope. And now we're almost to the house. Let me turn around. And there, right behind me, is the fourth house on our tour. So this is the fourth house on our tour. It's listed for 888,888. So in China, in the Chinese tradition, 8 is a lucky number. So I guess the seller is thinking 888, 888,888 is a lucky number. So they're probably hoping that this house will sell pretty fast. And so this is a good size house. It has a square footage of 2,958 square feet. So it's almost 3,000 square feet. It's got 5 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms. It's on a 0.23 acre lot, and it was built in 1997. And at the price of 888,888, it comes down to about $300 per square foot. So as you can see, it's got 2 attached garage, and it has a new roof. They just installed this new roof last year, 2022, and it's got new interior and exterior paint. And as you can see, it's a level entry to the garage, which is a nice feature. It's got 3 levels, and let's look, and you can see it's on a down slope. So the house just keeps going down, top floor, main floor, and then a 3rd floor. And it looks like it's got a fenced yard. And you could just imagine there's a deck in the back, and there's the view back there, view of the distant mountains and forests. So this house has an open concept, and it's got 3 viewing decks. It's turnkey. It is move-in ready. You don't need to do anything. Once you buy it, you can just move in. No need to fix anything. It's got granite countertops and brick fireplace, and it's also got an extra great room. And it's, as I mentioned, it's got spectacular views. So there you go. This is our 4th house on the home tour of Lake Arrowhead. And now we just have one more, and let's go. Okay, so we are approaching the 5th and last house on our home tour of Lake Arrowhead. And it's just up the street. And this street is north of the Lake Arrowhead Country Club. And in 2003, most of the neighborhood in this area burnt down. We had a serious wildfire in 2003, and this is the area that was most affected. So the bright side of that is that now this is practically a brand new neighborhood. Before the fire, there's a lot of old, really aging homes that really need to be replaced anyway. But now, after the wildfire, The wildfire took down most of the neighborhood, and now we just have mostly brand new homes. And we're at the house that we're checking out, the fifth and last house, and it's right here behind me. This is our fifth and last house on our home tour of Lake Arrowhead. It's on a downslope. You can see down there, and it's listed for $1.15 million. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, square footage of 2,244 on 0.22 acres, and it was built in 1986. So it's kind of expensive. The square footage, no, the price per square foot is $512. The other homes that we saw earlier, they are in the $300 per square foot range. And the reason for this house being so expensive is that it's inside, it's practically a brand new house. They totally renovated it and put a lot of upgrades, high-end upgrades. So as you can see, it's got a 2-car garage, almost level entry, and it says on the description that it was featured in the New York Times. So it's a turnkey, extensively renovated house. It's got an open concept inside, wood floors. Downstairs is a second living room, and it's got a newly installed air conditioning unit, air conditioning system. So this neighborhood, most of the homes now have air conditioning because after the big wildfire in 2003, a lot of the tall, mature pine trees burnt down, and so now this neighborhood is just way too sunny. There's no tall, mature pine trees to shade the homes in the summertime, and you can see there's a lot of young pine trees, and because of that, the homes in this area have air conditioning. So you're probably thinking, why am I mentioning that it's like a special feature for the homes in this area to have air conditioning? The thing is, like in my house, we have tall pine trees and fir trees and cedars all around the house, so we don't have air conditioning. We don't need it because even in the hottest day in the summer, like 100 degrees, all we have to do is open some windows and turn on the fans, and that's good enough to cool us down, and we're comfortable. We don't really need air conditioning. Okay, so let's walk down a little bit to have a better look of the side of the house. So there you can see it's got 3 levels. It's on a downslope, and one reason why this home is pretty expensive is because of the view. If you go to the deck in the back, it's got a view of the golf course, the Lake Arrowhead Country Club golf course, and also there's a little park with a little lake called Grass Valley Lake. So it has a view of that. So you're paying a premium for the view of this house. That's why it's priced at $512 per square foot at 1.15 million. So there you have it. This is our last home on our tour. I hope you enjoyed our home tour of Lake Arrowhead. If you are interested in any of the homes we featured in this video, or if there's another Lake Arrowhead listing that you want to know more about, Please feel free to call, text, or email me. My contact information is in the description below. And now, as promised, here's a glimpse of one of the main attractions in Lake Arrowhead, California, and it is the historic Lake Arrowhead Village. I hope to see you next time. Enjoy the video and bye for now.